The latest season for Deep Rock Galactic has arrived, along with a new mission type, secondary objectives, cosmetics, and more. Welcome to Season 5, Drilling Deeper. Stay around for the last edition, it's peak DRG developer. Let's start with the meat of the update. There's a brand new mission type called Deep Scan that involves tracking down a special ore vein located hundreds of meters below your cave system. Using your new telemetric rangefinder, cool name, I know, you'll need to locate 3 resonance crystals and hook up deep scan radars before Control will send down one of the coolest additions in recent DRG history, the Drill-Evator. You'll need to activate the elevator's 4 claw drills before you can launch, and after that, your goal is to protect it all the way down. Each claw will need to be repaired during the descent, so try not to fall behind or the bugs will overwhelm you. Once you've reached the bottom, you'll be faced with a gorgeous cavern where you'll be required to collect the Morkite seeds contained in all the glowing ore on the walls. After you've handed them all in to Molly, then it's time for extraction. And yes, it does come with jet boots. These are special jet boots though, as they have a very fast cooldown. You won't be able to get out of the hole in one burn, so make sure you don't overheat. Otherwise, I'll just let your imagination tell you what'll happen. What you don't have to imagine is all the content you get access to if you like and subscribe to Benefactor Gaming. I release videos every week that are often full of tips and dripping with sarcasm. Now back to Season 5. Along with the new mission type are 2 new secondary objectives that can be added to any existing mission. The Swarmer Egg Secondary requires you to locate and crush a lot of eggs, from which, surprise surprise, swarmers will be released. While the Barnacles, what a name, Barnacles, you just shoot the ceiling and worms fall out. Nasty. Let's talk about the new seasonal event, Core Stones. This is your best way to collect seasonal XP and is also a source of a brand new species of enemies. Here's how it works. As you explore, you'll stumble upon these odd rock formations. Break into them and you'll expose a core stone inside it, which will subsequently open rifts into another dimension or something. From these rifts come hordes of core spawn crawlers. And to be honest, if we get more stuff like this game may graduate to full thriller status. Anyway, you'll need to shoot the core stone to deplete its 3 health bars. Each time, it'll repack itself in ore, but the core spawns won't stop, so repeat the process till the rock stops moving. The rifts will close, and Control will send down an extraction pod to collect your new pet rock. While we're on the topic, there have been a few other additions to the enemy pool, including the Glyphid Stalkers, Vartok Scale Brambles, and Barrage Infectors. Watch out for those stalkers, they'll ambush you and deactivate your shields, then burrow away again to hide. There have also been a couple of new anomalies added to the game, Secret Secondary and Blood Sugar. For Secret Secondaries, it's a secret. But I can tell you about Blood Sugar. Sounds like a useful modifier to have, right? Do you enjoy pain? Then this one's for you. Your health will be constantly depleting during these missions, but all of the bugs will drop blood sugar to keep you going. Though I haven't tried using a melee vampire driller build on one of these missions. You know, I've been thinking about making a video on that. Let me know if you want to see that in the comments. To add to your pain are 2 new warnings, Duck and Cover and Ebonite Outbreak. Or in other words, you're gonna get shot and bullets do nothing. The former will drastically increase the rate of spawn for ranged enemies, and the latter will have you facing off against Ebonite Glyphids, who can only be damaged with melee attacks. That melee driller is really getting some mileage from this update. On top of that, for those of you who are far better than me, which I imagine is most of you, there's a new difficulty available, Hazard 5+. You'll be able to modify the missions yourself to increase how difficult they are, so have fun with that. Now there's one more change you'll notice in your missions, specifically when collecting Armor and Heartstones. As you may already know, the stone has several phases as Doretta drills into it, but now there's an entirely new phase that can be chosen at random. The thing will target you and repeatedly try to cover you in rocks. So keep moving. Thankfully, you won't be going into all these new mission changes empty-handed, as there are 12 new overclocks added, 1 for each primary weapon. Not to mention, there have been plenty of additional cosmetics added to the game, including skin tones, weapon maintenance paint jobs, and more. Now, before I get to one of the nicest additions to the game this season, let's briefly touch on the overall game improvements. There have been over 20 visual improvements, including things like getting webbed and also various audio additions and changes. And there's a massive list of quality of life additions. One example is that the driller's sticky flames now counter the freezing from ice caves for you and your allies. Alright, now for what may be my favorite new feature, and it's something that seems so simple in hindsight. While it's true that you can only complete assignments for the current season, you are now able to swap into any of the previous seasons at no cost or penalty. Enjoy getting blasted by obnoxious meteor fragments? Swap back to Plaguefall. Was there a particular cosmetic you wanted but couldn't get in time? No problem, now you can get anything you've missed. Can you imagine if Blizzard did this? Imagine WoW Classic, but for the whole game. So thank you, developers, for showing your love for us, the players. And thank you, my friend, for watching. If you'd like to see more about Deep Rock Galactic, check out the videos on the right. As always, I'm your Benefactor, and I pray you have a wonderful day.